Hello everyone, Ali Khan is here. This is my day three, uh, day three session regarding LVM. Um, before before start my today's class, I would like to recap my previous class. So in my previous class, I have created VGs, VG underscore data, LVs. So there are two LV also created. And df minus 8, if we see that we have created two logical volume and create file system and mounted it against data 01 and data 02. How we did it, if you have any confusion, please watch my previous video. In this video, take an example. Let's take an example. Suppose you got a ticket that data 01 and data 02 need that need to be extended to 5 GB. That means you have to add more 3 GB in each file system. This is a very common task in real life scenario. So extend the file system. Since it's the LVM, under LVM structure, if you want to increase the file system, first thing you have to do, you have to check that is there any space under VG available or not. So the command is vgdispla. I already discussed about this command. Data. So we have only around 40 MB free. So we need to expand the volume group, extend the volume group. vgextend. We have to do the vgextend. So to do vgextend, we need disk, right? So we can see that lsblk. So you see we have two VGs free. There is nothing is there. So there is 3 GB. 3 GB is already there. If this disk were not here, we have to assign the new disk and create a partition with fdisk, and then from that partition we have to create a physical volume. But last previous class I have already created two physical volume. To see this physical volume, we have a very good command. We can use this pvs. See, so we have this free PV and each and 3 GB. And this PV, this 2 PV is involved in a VG data, under VG data. So we have to extend our volume group. So vgextend extend vg underscore data. So we can do this together, okay? Here and this one. Okay, successfully extended. So if we see the command again, vg display, we can see that we have almost 6 GB, 6.03 GB. We can allocate it, right? So free space we have. So now we have space in VG, but we mounted the file system. We mounted the logical volume, so we have to extend the logical volume, right? So LV extend minus L plus 3 GB. So we have to put it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Before that, we have to. We know that, right? That if we want to see the volume group, well, logical volume, the easiest way is vg display minus vg underscore data. So we can see that there are two logical volume over here. So we have to extend this logical volume, right? Okay. So take this one fast. We'll just extend this one. So vgextend minus L plus 3G, then put the extension number. No, it's not full. Basically data back, right? So do extension is successfully completed, right? And but if we see here, still it's 2 GB. It didn't reflect here. To reflect it here, we have to resize the file system. Then it will be reflect here. So we increase this file system, but to resize the file system, I guess we remember, if you remember, we created two file system in and two file system and in a different and with a different file system, like one is ext4, other one is xfs file system. So which one is xfs, which one is dfs, xfs, and which one is ext4? We can find it easily from etc cat etc fs tab, sorry, cat etc fs tab, right? So the first one is ext4. We need to know what is the file system type, because the file system grow or file system resize command is different. When we do work with ext4, we usually do it resize. When we work with xfs file, then we use grow term. So we extend the ext4 file system, right? So that we have to use resize to fs file system, like that. And other one is like okay, let's do it. Resize si to fs. We extend this one, right? So put it here. Now file system is resized already. Extend and resize. So now it's reflecting here. See, almost 5 GB. The same thing. So we just extend the ext4 file system. Now this one is basically xfs file system. So do the same thing. We have to extend the logical volume. lvextend extend minus L plus 3. So most probably we don't have plus 3 GB free. Let's see. Let's check. VG. Data. So yeah, we have 3 GB. So we can take 3 GB here also. So lvextend extend minus L plus 3G. And what is our next? We did this one, so we have to increase this one, right? So increase this one but we know that this one is successfully resized. But we know that this one is XFS file system. Here we cannot use resize to FS. We cannot. We have to use a different command, that is XFS underscore grow FS. And then the grow FS, then the logical volume. Here is the logical volume, right? Okay, so the logical volume is there. So it's done. So if we do it age, we can see that both is good now. Both is already extended. If you see one thing, I just want to mention one thing before I close my class, this class, that ext4 and ext and xfs file system, when you grow or resize the file system, then we have to use different command. One is, you know, that xfs underscore grow, and other one is resize to fs. But there's another thing you have to consider, you have to understand, you have to do it, that when we do the xfs grow fs, then we put direct logical volume. But when we resize to fs, that is ext4, then we use dev mapper, little bit different format. Okay, so let's see what does it mean. If we df minus h, it's mounted this format, dev mapper and dev mapper. But if we see the logical volume, you see this is the logical volume name. Display, go upstairs. Okay. If we go here, the logical volume name is little different, right? Dev vg underscore data and dev vg underscore lv. This is the thing. So there are two formats. When you mount this, logical volume, then it's mounted automatically, but the path became with mapper like this. See df minus h. So, but it's automatically goes under dev mapper. So if we mount, when you do the extend file system, then if it is ext4, then you have to use this dev mapper full path from the output of df minus h. And for xfs file system, xfs underscore grows fs, you have to use the name of the logical volume, and you can find it from vgdisplay underscore v, vgdisplay minus v, vgname. Why this difference? This is because of the multipath, default multipath system. I can it will take a long time to explain an example. So for the time being, just remember these things. You can it'll do. You can work with this way. Thank you very much. In my next class, I'm gonna do a VG reduce and and a migration from one storage to other storage using LVM. This is very useful, very simple. If your infrastructure under LVM, then it's very simple and but very useful. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you how to migrate from one storage to another storage in my next class. Till then, thank you very much. Be good.